This is my own tier list of paladins. I know everyone doesn't like tier lists or agrees with tier lists, but every list I've seen is complete trash so far. Like especially when people put Koga as like S tier, like you know that list is trash. But this is pretty much for like the PC ranked player base. It's not for the console player base. Like the tiers are completely different from console and PC. So let's start with the best champion in the game right now is Barrack. Like he's just ridiculous. First, they gave him the ability to like heal with his turrets, heal jet boots, and then on top of that, they gave him an extra 600 HP. So right now, he's pretty much banned, like an auto ban in Masters and Grandmasters, like every single game. So I'd say he's probably the best champion right now because he never dies in the right. And like really good hand Barrack players, like they won't die. After that is like I don't know, probably like Atlas and Makoa, like in the top ranks. You have to understand too. This is PC. This is not console. Like if this was console, these characters would be down here, like in the mid tiers. But since this is PC, we're talking about like Masters and Grandmasters play. Like these three champions get banned a lot, like almost all the time, because nobody wants to deal with them. Like Atlas can have complete control over the map. The shield can't be destroyed. He resets when you heal. He resets when he's about to die. You can get master riding and just freeze people and then win the game. Makoa has a shield that never gets destroyed, and if you shoot it, he's just gonna put up another shield in about 5 seconds. Like these champions right here are the ones that pretty much get banned every game in competitive. Um, After that, I'm not gonna like list who's better than who, but like it's probably like Khan, Bullet Storms or Storm Bullets, and like Terminus. Like they're pretty much even, I'd say. Like them two, but I'm just gonna put all the top tier champions. I'm not gonna put them in order, but like Barrack, Atlas, and Makoa are like ridiculous in the high ranks because they just are ridiculous. Whereas I don't know if I was gonna put a Nara up there, but like I don't even know where they put a Nara. Like where the hell is a Nara? Like why is yeah, this tier list is weird. Like I'll just say this is a Nara. A Nara's up there. Um, Zen is top tier, but then again, I'm not putting these in like certain orders or whatever. You have all the healers that are top tier. It's kind of hard to put like some of the healers like Garrock and Pip because they're not even in Cirrus. They're not even considered healers anymore. They're considered like damage. But I'm just trying to get all the top tier champions out of the way. And I'll explain why they're top tier. But like Tiberius is up there. Where's the hell? I think it was Vora. Rom. I'd say Ruckus is being used a lot right now in high ranks. Andro. Furia, Eevee, like you can see how balanced this game is. Cassie, I'd say, is above Tiberius and all of them in high ranks, but I'd probably say Leon and Cassie are probably tied as the two best damage champions. I'd probably put Bomb King below Tiberius. Some people think Anami's top tier, but she's so weird. Like sometimes she does well. Oh, here's Anara. I don't know why I couldn't find her. Yeah, so Leon, Cassie are about equal. Corvus. Where's the other top tier healers? Yeah, Genos is here. Dumba is really good. It's kind of hard to say which healer is better than a flank and damage is better than a tank, but Like, I'm just putting them up there as top tier. Ashe is like probably like bottom of top tiers. Io, Ying. I think that's it. I think those are all the top tiers. Oh, and Nami. But she gets used quite a bit. Oh yeah, I forgot about Kinessa. Okay, so these are all the top tiers pretty much. Barrack doesn't need to explain, he's just broken. Alice, Makoa are broken. But I'm talking about like the highest player ranks. Like in probably if you're platinum or gold rank, you're not going to think some of these champions are good. But when you get high ranks, they're like really OP. Like Leon and Cass are pretty much, I'd say, the best damage. Maybe Tiberius comes after them. I just hate Tiberius's ultimate. Like, his ultimate is so fucking bad. Zen and Andro are up there. I'd say Andro is better than Zen. Just because, like, he's freaking Andro. He does damage anywhere. He can fly anywhere. Same with Vora. They pretty much can do the same thing, except Andro can stay in the air longer. And he can damage anywhere, do anything. Reversal. Zen's problem is he can't get to the high ground. Like on large maps like Timbermill. Like, it takes him forever to get up there, and by the time you get up there, like fucking Kineska is gonna teleport, or Grover's gonna vine grip somewhere else, and Genos can like use the ability to float around and get away. But these are like all the top tier champions. I'm not gonna put them in order, but I'd say the tanks are pretty much the best right now. Then the healers, and then damage and flank come afterwards. Ashe is probably like the very bottom of the top tier. It just really depends like when you can use Ashe, because you got all these other tanks that are just so much better than her. Like, she gets used when they're all banned. I'd say Fernando's up there too in top tier. And then comes all the mid tiers, like Tyra's probably the top mid. Talus is mid. Drogos, Koga, Lex, Maeve, Cirrus, Pip, Torvald, Willow. You start to see how balanced this game is. There's only like a couple bottom tier characters that really have no point in playing. Alright, I'm not gonna rank the new characters yet because they're not in ranked, so there's no point in even putting them in a tier list. For some reason my camera is moving around, I don't know why. Like, I'm not even touching it. It's weird. But yeah, so these are the mid-tier champions. Like, Tyra doesn't really need to be explained. All her abilities are good. Hunting Party's good. Burn Monster and her triple grenades. But I think Hunting Party's really good. And her triple grenades are really good. Talus is good on some maps. Some other maps he just can't do anything. On console, like, he's definitely top tier. Drogos is alright. But when you see Drogos, usually you want to pick him if they don't have a lot of hit scan champions. But if you look at the top tiers, like, a lot of them are hit scan, like Atlas, Corvus, Leon. Well, some people call Cass a hit scan, but Tiberius can just Andro, like, all these champions just counter Drogos. So when everyone's like hit scan top tier, it puts Drogos like down. Like, he has a hard time staying in the air. Like, even against Shaolin, who could just shoot you, turn invisible, shoot you, and you just die. Koga, Lex, Maeve, and like, they're all mid tier. I know a lot of people are going to complain that Cirrus is mid tier, but that's where she belongs. I mean, she's not. If you look at the high ranks and you watch like Masters and Grandmasters play Cirrus, they don't really play her that much as a main healer. They play her as a damage, like you're like morale booster sometimes, and then most of the time you get walk speed and cauterize. Same with Pip and Grok. Like Pip is definitely not bottom tier. Like I've seen the tournament wins, and people have actually won with Pip in tournaments, so you can't really say Pip is bad. It mostly just use him as a damage or flanker. You just get cauterize and kill people. Torvald used to be OP, but they nerfed his shield, so I'm not even sure if they're just losing him. Same thing with Drogos and Willow. They have the same problems as staying in the air and dealing with hit scan champions like Leon, Cass, and anyone else who will blast them out of the sky. Like even Tyra and Victor can just blast them out of the sky. But there's like so many good hit scan champions, it's hard for them to do anything. Mentioned Bomb King going down. He's just not really being played as much, but he's still like decent in high competitive play. But like Shaolin and Strix, there's a reason why Shaolin's up there and Strix isn't. Like Strix is really bad right now. Like nobody's playing Strix in high level play. Yeah, so Cirrus, Pip, and then Grok. You want to do is get cauterized with these three healers, and mostly focus on damage. Like they're not even. I know they're labeled as healers, but they're not like real healers. They're supposed to be doing damage. Like Grok is a lot better with Maelstrom and cauterize and morale boost. Same thing with probably Pip. Just give morale boost and cauterize, turn people into chickens and kill them. But then you have like the two worst champions in the game are like Sky and Moji, and then you're probably going to complain, well, I play on PS4 and I just kill everyone with Sky. I'm like, yeah, that's because you're playing on PS4. Like, she's definitely top tier on PS4, but when you get to PC and like Masters, Grandmasters, people just get Illuminate, and there's just so much that counters her, especially when she goes against other champions that just destroy her, like Andro and Zin. Just get Illuminate and just destroy her. And especially too in the high ranks, a lot of people go off tank, like Khan. Khan doesn't give two craps about Sky, like especially when he has Storm and bullets. Like he doesn't even need Illuminate. He'll just hold down the fire button and you'll just die. Moji is freaking terrible. Like she has nothing to offer really. I mean, she's slow. She does a lot of damage, but she's just too slow and she has no range. Like she's probably the worst champion in the game right now. Like nobody plays Moji, and really nobody plays Sky in high ranks. Sky gets used somewhat on like console a lot, especially in low ranks like platinum and gold. Like they use her a lot, but you can see how the tier lists are completely different than PC and console. Like console, Lex would probably be up here, Koga too, and Talus, and Tyra. Cirrus would be top tier, but since we're talking about PC, I'm going to definitely say this tier list is probably the most accurate for PC play. I can make a tier list for console. It'll be completely different. Like Bomb King will be down here in mid tier. Shaolin will be mid tier. Like S tiers will still be Barrack and Victor. Yeah. But so far, this is my tier list for Paladins until Barrack gets nerfed, and then we'll see how good he is when he gets nerfed, and then we'll see how good Octavia is, and Yagoroth. Yagorov's getting nerfed also, so we'll see what happens.